All right, everybody. So to make the best coconut ginger sauce, the best sauce ever, it's really delicious. You're gonna start with some coconut oil, or you can use butter, ghee, whatever you want. And then I'm gonna add about 1/4 of a cup of onion. And you wanna saute that until it's soft and golden. So I'm gonna turn that up a little bit. Get a little stir stick. And it's so funny because people on the beach will be like, "Oh, I just made your coconut ginger sauce. It's so good." It's kind of cool to see everybody liking it. So this is going to take a minute. You just have to be patient. I usually do something else meanwhile. And I also am going to add, once this is brown, I have a bag of ginger in my freezer at all times. So what I do is I'll get a nice big thing of ginger and I peel it and I cut it into pieces like this, and then I'll freeze it, and then that's gonna go in there. Oh, bothering my eyes. Does anybody notice that when they had contacts, the onions didn't bother them so much? I recently had eye surgery where they did a lens insert, and my eyes are so sensitive to onion now. Oh, I've never felt that really before. I've had contacts since, gosh, what, 6th grade? So we'll just saute this up. And add a little bit of salt. Right now we always use the Redmond Real Salt. Use code Maria15 to save. I love Redmond Real Salt. So this will take a minute. Okay, so now the onions are nice and golden brown, soft. I'm gonna add some garlic. So I have a clove here. Let me just trim this up a little bit. Oops, I just dropped an onion and we don't want little Bella to get that piece of onion. So for the garlic, I'm gonna use a garlic press. Julia Child was okay with them, so am I. So I'm gonna add that. Oh, not a whole clove. Oh, there we go. Depending on how much garlic you want it to be, might add 1 more clove. Yeah, I'll do that. 1 more. I'm just cutting the ends off here. So it's just an exposed clove. Ouch, that was hot. And then I know Anthony Bourdain always made fun of garlic cloves. I'm not exactly sure why. It ruins the garlic. I don't know. I think it tastes the same. I'm going to saute that up a bit. And then I'm going to add my ginger. And depending on how much ginger you like, you can add as much as you want. I'll add 3 pieces here. And we're going to be pureeing it, so it doesn't matter if it's shredded or not. I usually shred it if I have a fresh, non-frozen piece of garlic. And then fresh ginger. Once the garlic is cooked, we're going to add a can of coconut milk. And I get this by the case, this organic Nature's Greatest. Get it on Amazon. I'm going to add that right to the pot. There we go. And so what I like to do with sauces, I'll make my favorites, and I have 3 that I always have in the fridge. So then all I have to do is fry up a steak, fry up a piece of fish, and, you know, have the sauce on it, and I love it. Love it, love it. Make sauces make everything taste so much better. So this is going to simmer for a while. Turn that up a bit. And then what I'm going to add is some stevia glycerite to sweeten it up. And, you know, add a lot, add a little, depending on your sweetness. Here's my trick. You can always add more, you can never take away. So start with a little, make your sauce, taste it, and then you can add more later if you want. Same with salt. You can't ever take away, but you can always add more. So building off of that. And so I'm just gonna let that simmer, and we'll catch you back in a little bit. Okay, now that it's simmered a while, I'm gonna turn the heat off, and I'm gonna add fish sauce. Now be careful when you buy fish sauce, some of it has sugar. The Red Boat does not, and don't smell it, but it makes food taste amazing. It's really, really delicious. And at this point you could leave the ginger in there if you want to, but because you're gonna puree it anyway, but I think most of the flavor is out of it anyway, so we'll remove that. And I'm gonna add a block of cream cheese. If you're dairy free, you could use Kite Hill cream cheese, which is a dairy free cream cheese. I'm gonna put that in here. I usually use a blender, but I'll use a stick blender to be safe. And I just got a new stick blender last month that I love. It's the Vitamix one. Super awesome. Fish sauce also is gonna make it saltier too, so. Now, I'm gonna tilt it and that's why I use a blender. So you just puree that up until it's all nice and smooth, and I'm gonna pour it into a mason jar and store it in the fridge until I make a piece of fish, which I'll show you. Okay, so with the coconut ginger sauce, I often, just about every day, make mahi. The fishermen, they have something called Fresh Fish Maui. They text you what they caught that day. Sometimes they send you a picture of the guy making it, and you can order it. And so I already had some of this yesterday, but I'm going to cut a nice slab like that. My little Bella can smell it. So I'm gonna pat it dry with a paper towel. Make sure that it's dry. And then I'm gonna season it well with my Redmond real salt. My pan is getting hot over here. And you can use butter flavored coconut oil or whatever. I gotta turn this pan down. It's gonna be real, real hot. Really, really hot. And I'm gonna turn the vent fan on, otherwise. I already had the fire alarm go off once today. I'm gonna add my fat to the pan and my fish. I will season it on this side. And in minutes, we'll have a delicious fish lunch. Okay, so what I usually do is I'll put the fish on a bed of iceberg lettuce, like that. And I have my supplements over here, my lunch supplements. And I have to get a little thick, I put it in the fridge. That. And we have a delicious lunch in no time. Let's try it. If you want to change your life like I've changed mine with food, I would be honored to help you. Many of you don't know that I was twice my size. I had acid reflux. I had PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. I had depression. I had IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. And food changed my life. And not only did that happen, I get to eat good food, right? Good food. So if you want to eat good food, I have perfected meal plans made by me and personal help with supplements or modifications. If you have Hashimoto's, if you have Graves, if you have IBS, if you have PCOS, contact me. I would be honored to help you. You can go to keto-adapted.com and find a lot of different options there for personalized help, or message me by commenting below on this YouTube video, or You can check me out at mariamindbodyhealth.com. Mahalo!